For today's episode, we're going to go solo. I just got back. So we just had an amazing conference in Cincinnati, and we essentially celebrated 25 years at FranChoice, founded back in 2000. We learned that we have helped over 50,000 individuals and purchased 15,000 individuals over the years since 2000 have purchased a franchise. So 50,000 candidates, 15,000 new franchisees. I was blown away at that number. And that was to celebrate our 25 years in business. So really excited, really proud to be part of FranChoice and this great organization, and looking forward to for the next 25 years. So what happened during the week? We do these shows twice a year. Essentially, it's almost like a mastermind. We have about 100 franchise consultants, funding companies, and over 100 franchise companies. In total, there's well over 400 people that attend these events. We have founders, we have, as I mentioned, funding partners, sales organizations, and C-suite individuals working with each of the brands, learning about what's going on in the franchise world, what's going on with the specific brands, what's going on in the industries. A lot changing, a lot going on. We want to know everything behind the scenes so that we can share this knowledge with everyone we work with. And that's one of the benefits of everyone we work with. We have our finger on the pulse of the franchise world, what's going on in funding and the SBA world, what's going on with certain industries, certain niches being developed in the franchise space, merging of brands, things like that. So we'd love to share that with you. And what I wanted to do today is keep this one short, because I encourage you to schedule a call with me. We could definitely dive a little bit deeper and discuss in more detail. But I want to talk about the four main takeaways from the conference. These are kind of categories, and we'll talk about each one. A ton of information, ton of stats, and we'd love to share that with you today. The first one, an idea that came up quite a bit, was cost reduction. Well, franchisors are always looking for ways to make the franchisees much more profitable. What can we do? We've heard certain brands, and we're going to talk in general terms because this doesn't affect every brand, but we had brands that presented that were able to decrease their footprint, to eliminate wasted space in certain brands such as education and daycare, where they were able to cut the costs to the franchisee by well over six figures, looking for ways, essentially economies of scale, buying power, working with vendors, whatever material. It could be in painting, in power washing, window washing, and things like that, increasing those economies of scale as the brands get larger, more franchisees, more buying power, and are able to not only get better pricing, but if they are unable to get better pricing, we heard of one brand talk about the idea of rebates given back for so many purchases and certain volume of purchases, which was most, if not all, given back to the franchisee. So maybe not necessarily lowering your costs up front, but getting it in the form of a rebate on the back end. Cost reduction was big, looking for ways to cut back on costs. We looked at build out costs, rebates, lowering prices, and marketing costs, being able to leverage a platform, go national, and looking for different ways of reducing marketing spend. A lot of the, micro sites that are being built for the franchisees, ongoing costs to maintain that. And there's several others, but those are going to be part of some other categories that we're going to be talking about. So cost reduction is key. If we can add a couple percentage points at the bottom line, that can make a huge difference at the end of the day.
Lowering costs is a great way to improve the bottom line. But how are top franchisors actively driving top-line revenue for their franchisees through strategic partnerships? Next, we'll explore the growing importance of national accounts in episode 252 of the Franchise Freedom Podcast.